Hello viewers, welcome to another episode of Excel Learning to Excel in Excel. Today's topic is dependent drop-down list and auto-named range. So in this section I'll demonstrate to you how to create a dependent drop-down. For example, if I have two lists, one list is, let's say, a fruits list and another list comprises of the names of different vegetables. And here I want a dependent drop-down, which would mean that when I select fruits, the dependent drop down will show me only the fruits, which is lychee, mango, cherry, kiwi and strawberry in this case. And if I select vegetables, it will only show me spinach, onion, potato, elephant foot yam and bottle gourd, which is part of the list that I have considered here for the example. Sounds interesting, guys? So let's see how it is done. Before that, may I request you to subscribe to my channel in case you like the contents, and do not forget to click on the bell icon to receive a notification as soon as a new video is released. So now guys, let us recreate the magic. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this range and I'm going to create a new workbook and copy this. Let me just increase the font size for you to have a better visibility, and I want the contents over here, so just let me put the formatting over here. Now that's all. After that, what we are going to do is we are going to name the ranges. So in order to create a drop down which is dependent upon another selection, the first thing is we need to have a clear named range. What is meant by that? Right now this range, which is lychee, mango, cherry, kiwi and strawberry, to be more precise, if I talk about this selection, right now it does not have any name in Excel per se. So what we have to do is we have to create a name for that so that we can reference it when we are calculating or calling up for the dependent list. So what we are going to do for that is we are going to do some smart work and convert these names, these ranges like range 1 and range 2 into named ranges. How do we do that? Let's see. So we will simply select the entire range with the header being the name of the range that we specifically want. Then we'll go to the formulas tab. Under formulas tab, we are going to click on create from selection. Let me just highlight it for the reference of everybody. We'll select the create from selection tab under formulas tab. So we'll select this. Now it will automatically show me that what is going to be the name of each of the ranges that I'm going to create. So I'm going to select top row as the name. That's all. So now what I've done is I have created two named ranges called fruits and vegetables. How do we see that the named ranges have been created? Let me take you to the name manager. In name manager, you will see there are two ranges. One is fruits, one is vegetables. You are actually seeing double because I had created one in this sheet as well. But just for you to have full clarity, if you carefully observe, the range here is given as sheet 1, which is this sheet. And if you look at the other two, the reference comes from the previous sheet. Okay, so hope that clarifies how do you create auto named ranges instead of creating a manual name. You just need to organize your data in a way that your topmost row, or if you are having a data in a row wise fashion, your leftmost column has the name that you want for the specified ranges. Okay, so that is the first step that we need to accomplish. Second step is we will simply create a data validation for the first selection. So we'll go to data tab and we are going to click on data validation. So we'll click on data validation. I'll further click on data validation, and here in the settings I will select a list, and in terms of source I will give this source because I want the first selection parameter to only show me fruits or vegetables. So yahan tak sorted hai, and in the input message let me just call out select primary value. That's all, and I'm done. So here it is showing select primary value and I have the drop down activated. So let's say it's the fruits, that's the first one I have selected. Now here in cell number F2 I want to create the dependent drop down, which means that when fruits is selected over here, this drop down will only show me this, while on the other hand if vegetables is selected over here, this drop down will show only this. Okay, so that it is easier for us to filter out. Now what we are going to do is we are again going to go to this cell and click on data validation. This time again we are going to go for a list. However, we are going to type a formula over here. This formula is going to be the formula for indirect. Indirect, first bracket open, and we'll simply reference this cell. bracket close. We'll go to input message and we'll simply say select secondary value. That's all. Once I do that, now you see I have got vegetables here. If I click on the drop down, I only have the vegetables here. If I go here and I click on fruits, of course this doesn't change because data validation keeps the erstwhile value constant unless you manually change it. But if you go to the drop down button, it will only show me the fruits list. So that's how we learned two things. One is we learned how to create auto named ranges, wherein we went to the formulas tab and used the create from selection option. And second functionality that we learned is how do we combine this along with the indirect function to achieve dependent drop downs in Excel. So hope you guys like the video. Keep excelling in Excel. See you again. Thank you. Bye bye.